So Bill Goldberg, he is pissed with what happened to him at the Saturday night's main event. Now we did cover Saturday night's main event. We did a full review on it. It's going to be lost in the desert realm, but we did do a review on it. And during the review, we did mention Goldberg. He had his match. After the match, he went to talk on the mic, and then they went off the air. Well, Goldberg, he appeared on the Ariel Hawani podcast, and I guess he expanded on his experience with the Saturday night's main event. So let's hear what Goldberg has to say.
Hopefully, I was able to cover a lot of it up, and and I had my retirement match. I had 91 people fly in from all around the world, that were personal guests of mine. And I don't know if I want to kickstart that again and say, "Hey guys, guess what? I didn't retire. I'm going to go one more time." You don't plan stuff like that. In the world of professional wrestling, I guess you're not retired until you're dead. But in principle, yeah, I'm retired.
Can I ask and perhaps shoot straight with you, Bill? It feels like you're battling like mixed emotions here about everything. That it's something that you're not quite sure how to feel about in the immediate aftermath. Is that accurate?
Let's just say I'm pissed off at the way I went out. Because I put so much into it, and I don't feel as though the effort was reciprocated to put a stamp on, what I accomplished. I'm not going to say that I'm not ecstatic about the opportunity that I got, but I was a WCW guy, man. I was. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think it could have been done a little bit differently. That's all. And I'm happy with my performance. I'm happy with, the setting. But could it have been better? Absolutely. It can always be better.
And I know you mentioned this 2-week thing, but
You got anything?
What the hell was he looking at?
I think there was someone there in the room with him.
It was very distracting.
Honestly, I thought you were going to come in hot.
Oh, because he doesn't like his match?
Well, okay. It's not. First of all, there's been a lot of content creators who have weighed in on this. What's his name? Peter Rosenberg, and then you have like Stevie Richards and other
Shout
people.
out Stevie Richards. Great channel.
But other people have weighed in on it, and they all seem to have the same thought that Goldberg is ungrateful, and that he should be grateful for what he got. And
I don't know if it's gratitude. I just think, I don't know, it sounded like he wanted his dick sucked more than he got, and that just didn't happen. He wanted like a parade. He wanted like the Undertaker's exit.
Well, I don't even think it was that far. He said it. He was okay with the match, right? He wasn't going to win. So I don't think it was the match that was the issue. I think
it was the match itself wasn't an issue. The build, the fact that it was on a Saturday night's main event, the fact that his speech got cut off, it just wasn't a big deal.
Yeah, it was kind of WWE just trying to get it over with.
And he kind of alluded to the fact that maybe because he's a WCW guy that they still have a grudge against him or whatever, which I think that's bullshit.
He might be onto something. I will say I agree with him for the most part. I was going to make the joke last week when we were talking about it. It's like, well, looks like he's going to have to go to AEW to get a proper retirement, only because of the cutting the speech off part. Like, he's not going to go out like that. He's going to have to go to AEW.
Well, didn't they do that with Sting? Didn't they cut his speech off?
Did they?
I felt like they cut something off.
Well, they cut his career off because he got hurt.
Okay.
But Sting didn't get a proper farewell. Now, yeah, his was injury, so that's different. I mean, you have him out there losing the Triple H of all people for. By the way, Undertaker's on the card at the time.
In fairness, Sting got the retirement tour or whatever, the farewell tour, whatever the fuck they called it. I think it was just the only flaw to that was not the only flaw, but I think the biggest one was his last match. It just kind of seemed like they cut it off. I could be wrong. I might be thinking of something else.
Are you talking about a WWE?
No, an AEW.
Oh.
The pay-per-view went too long or something, and they had to cut some of it off.
No, they definitely wouldn't have done that. Tony Khan does not cut pay-per-view short. I mean, it's pay-per-view. What are you going to do? You got to go off the air so you can get the Big Bang Theory up next? No. People were pretty happy with Sting's run in in AEW. He didn't lose a match, and he went out as a champion. And then, like, the next night, they had to retire, or they relinquished the titles or something. And his sons got to, like, come out and play a version of him. So that was good for him, too. Like, one son was the Beach Sting, one son was the Crow Sting. Yeah, overall, people were pretty happy with how Sting's retirement went. I mean, people were calling that the moment of 2024. So that's what I say. Maybe Goldberg goes to AEW and gets treated. Now, he's already shat on AEW, so he's going to have to do some work there. But
I don't think he would go to AEW.
yeah, probably not. But yeah, for everybody saying he's ungrateful, there's a lot of people saying his contribution to wrestling isn't as big as he thinks it is. Because in this interview, he said, you know, they wouldn't have done that to The Undertaker.
Well,
This man cut his retirement speech off.
making a comparison to Bill Goldberg and The Undertaker, I think that's unfair. I would say more like The Ultimate Warrior. It was very brief, but the brief time he was there, that was a hell of an impact. I mean,
Yeah.
fuck, it's how many years has it been since he was in his prime? We've only seen him hold the WCW title once, and we're still talking about how great he was.
Yeah, it was a very flash in the pan, if you will. It wasn't a long time, but he did make a big impact.
I don't think
Which is
guys
why I
like
think-
that are made for like 20-year careers either.
Yeah, if you're doing high impact stuff like that, you're not. You got to work a softer style or something. But maybe his whole goal was not to be in there 20 years. It's like those UFC fighters that, you know, all their matches are either a knockout. Every match they have is ended by some kind of stop.
I think wherever Bill Goldberg wanted to be is whoever praised him the most. He just wanted to feel special.
Well, like I said, I think he does have some good gripes. Like, you know, he mentioned that they didn't promote it. In this interview, he talked about how I think they told him about it in January, but then, you know, they've held him off TV. They didn't do anything until now, 3 weeks out. Now, it didn't help that John Cena was also doing his retirement tour, so that didn't help things. But remember, this whole thing got set up in, what was it, October or November, when Gunther did the shove thing?
Yeah, it's been over a year.
Yeah, so it got set up a while ago. You think they could have been building it. You think they could have put more emphasis behind that this is Goldberg's last match. I guess, to be fair on that point, though, now that I'm thinking about it, what else are they building? You know, because they got 900 pay-per-views. Every other week there's a pay-per-view that they have to build for. So it's kind of just the nature of what they're doing now. So I don't know if it was slighted at him. I think it's just more of where the product is right now.
It has nothing to do with him, I don't think. Like, everything is just not built properly. There's nothing that makes you want to watch it.
Yeah.
And Bill's not the exception, he's the rule. And he knows the machine that he's getting into. Every time he goes into WWE, he seems to have a gripe of some sort. They didn't treat me well. So then stop going back.
Everybody's using the spear. Remember he said that. They have everybody doing the spear to take away from his spear.
Oh, yeah, and he said Roman's was the weakest. And didn't even rate Jey Uso's.
Did he?
Was it Braun Breaker? I forget the list, but Roman was last.
It's probably for the better that he didn't rate Jey Uso. Because then you're going to have a problem with Rikishi.
True.
And you don't want that smoke. But he also said that, like, only Braun Breaker should be doing the spear right now. Everybody else, take it out of your offense.
Well, that just makes sense for logistics. Why you got to have 6 people doing the same fucking move?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Just like everybody doing the freaking super kick.
Yes. That
Not
used to be one of the
necessary.
most exciting moves in all of wrestling, and now it's just there.
It's as common as a punch now.
Yes.
It might be more common than a punch.
I guess it depends who's wrestling.
Yeah. It's an Uso match. Get out of the way. Because there's going to be super kicks. A lot of them. But yeah, I think Goldberg, he does have a justified complaint. But I think it's the nature of the product as opposed to just him being slighted. Because, yes, his complaints were that they didn't build it properly. Okay. We can confirm that. They cut off his speech. We can confirm that. Like, he wasn't complaining about losing his final match or anything like that. He was just complaining that, they cut him off with 30 seconds.
They didn't treat him as special as he felt he should be treated.
Yeah, they didn't give him his proper speech time or whatever.
Well, maybe he shouldn't have gone so long on the match.
Well, he addressed that. He said they could have planned properly for that. I don't know. It was cable TV, so you knew when it was going off. Like, okay, you have this amount of time specifically. It shouldn't have been a surprise. But again, is it that they cut him off, or is it that they always have these problems because they just have a problem booking? Like, how many times have we seen the show just cut off because they ran out of time? The answer is a lot.
It is interesting that Rollins got hurt and they still ran out of time.
Yes. I was thinking about that. It's like, you had this unplanned injury, but you still ran out of time. It's almost as if that injury was part of the time allotted.
Right.
But that's tinfoil hat stuff there.
The whole show was kind of dragging, but I don't remember anything like specifically that would have been like, oh, they're just killing time here.
Yeah, like usually when stuff like that happens, they'll like go to commercial and then they'll come back and maybe play like a video package, or someone will go out there and talk shit.
Yeah.
Then
Jelly Roll didn't come back out and sing.
Yeah, or they're like, let's send it over to the whatever they call it, where Jesse Ventura is, and let him talk for a minute. But yeah, that is where Goldberg stands. Let us know what you think of it in the comments. Is Goldberg justified in his gripes, or is he just ungrateful?